we actually going to do the entire review and...
Well, should we stop?
Yeah.
It's probably for this. I don't know if I can do that anymore. He's in a weird position in Tim Burton's career because he had just done a bunch of hits, and then he wanted to step away from his style, kind of, and he made Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
I think it was trying to be like a kind of a sort of a pseudo parody of action sci-fi films at the time, like Independence Day and stuff.
Yeah, also as a love letter to 1950s B movies.
Kind of like what he did with Ed Wood, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this one, I almost didn't even know it was a Tim Burton film until I looked up the IMDb page, almost. And then I was like, wait, Tim Burton made this?
Yeah.
Did he also make the remake of Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, but the less we talk about that, the better.
Mark Wahlberg and all that. But, in hindsight, there are the occasional directors that try to move away the style and have actually done a good thing with it. You just need, let's see. I remember Gilliam tried to do a few without his too creepy style for 12 Monkeys, especially during the present scenes where it seems like, I don't know, it seems a little more mundane a little, but you could see still a little bit of Gillianisms in there. And there have been a few, but if you have a style that people are familiar with, yeah, you need to stick with what you know.
Pretty much.
But other than that, I've heard a lot of people saying that they've compared this film to purposely kind of bad black comedies like Death to Smoochie or Bad Taste or something like that.
I wouldn't put Bad Taste as a bad black comedy.
I know, but to some people with higher taste, they call it that. The interesting thing about this movie is they marketed the hell out of the fact that they have this huge cast, pretty much. Like a really big cast. Michael J. Fox, Sarah Jessica Parker, Annette Bening,
Pierce Brosnan, Jack Nicholson.
Who else?
Danny DeVito.
Ving Rhames, a young Natalie Portman, that woman who played that ghost lady from Beetlejuice, I think.
Martin Short.
And of course, let's not forget, Tom Jones.
Yes.
Playing
Tom Jones.
He's playing himself. Except this one apparently knows how to fly airplanes.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. But the weird thing is, when you have this big cast, you thought they would have done something. They don't do a lot with them, really.
Yeah, there's no main protagonist in this movie.
I mean, it could be argued that donut dude, you know, the redneck kid who kind of saves the day and hooks up with Natalie Portman in the end, which in real life they actually did, actually.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think the only actor that really stands out the most is only just Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
He got to play the president who means well, but is kind of a dumbass. And then we get the sleazy casino owner, or basically Nicholson's character from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest if he escaped, I guess.
Yeah.
As I'd say. But other than that, they have this really big cast, but most of them just die in it.
Yeah.
But I did like at least the idea of getting all these people together, because I thought, wow, this is definitely going to bring some butts into the theater kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then we get that dude who, for some reason, is obsessed with donuts. But let's talk about the real star of the film now.
The Martians.
The Martians. Now, originally, were they always supposed to be CGI, or what was the original deal?
They were supposed to go with, like, stop motion, like, as a love letter to Ray Harryhausen.
That wouldn't make sense, because Tim Burton's already worked on a few stop motion here and there.
Yeah, and he does idolize Ray Harryhausen.
A lot of people do, man.
Well, originally it was supposed to be a lot more gory or more violent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of violent already, but kind of cartoony also, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's barely any blood. It's mostly just people turned into skeletons. Green or red skeletons.
Yeah.
I was thinking, is this a Christmas Story again?
I think they should have went with a more violent, more gory.
It could have been cool. It could have made an interesting kind of parallel, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't this based on a kid's trading card?
It was based on the trading cards by Topps.
Yeah, so was the Garbage Pail Kids, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But that's not the only weird merchandise I found about them. I kid you not, there's one comic book series where it's the Martians from Mars Attack, and guess who they're fighting against?
Superman.
Popeye.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm not even joking. There's literally
A Mars attack story with the main protagonist.
Yeah, I guess, but why Popeye?
I don't know.
I
It
can
could have
imagine
had the Terminator or RoboCop.
and maybe they could be like,
I'm gonna beat your ass to death now.
I mean, this also came around the time of Independence Day, so this is back when you could make a movie that's violent, but you can market it to children, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with RoboCop or the Terminator, kind of.
Yeah.
But I do admit the CGI in this is kind of in an interesting spot because this came around the very same time as films like Jurassic Park and The Mask, also. And this was around the time where CGI was kind of in the midst of being either too threatening or less threatening. But I'll admit the Martians are kind of in between. I'll admit
Mm-hmm.
sort of like a mixture between almost realistic, terrifying looking to kind of cartoony. I'll admit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they get destroyed by country music of all things.
Yeah.
Another weird thing this movie has in common is another film, actually, Attack of the Killer Tomato. Actually,
Really?
yeah. Apparently, near the ending of the film, they used the world's worst song in the world to defeat the tomatoes. And in Mars Attacks, as you know, they use a Slim Wickman song to defeat the aliens. Actually, Slim Wickman's gone on record saying that he found that scene especially funny, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why. It's a good little bit of dark comedy, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dark humor can be hit or miss for a lot of people, and it's kind of near miss, but it brings it back, at least. With its over-the-top violence and over-the-top destruction kind of thing. Because, like I say, satirizing Independence Day, kind of. Sort of. A little bit. And also, with the dark humor, I seem to make fun of the environment at the time, because these people are trying to make peace with the Martians, but nothing really provokes the Martians to attack when you think about it. Like, nothing at all, really. They thought it was a dove. Nope, just gonna kill you for no reason. They try throwing nukes at it. Nope, we're gonna use this little drone to suck up the explosion somehow. And, of course, the president tries to make friends with the Martians, gets stabbed right through the chest.
Good.
Oh, another Nicholson down. Alright. Overall, what do you have to say about the film?
I would say this is not a film that I would say is great. I'd say it was okay.
Yeah, okay is just the perfect way. So what score would you give it?
5 out of 10.
Okay. I'll admit, this is a black comedy where they don't fully go black comedy. It's sort of kind of mainstream at the same time, which can be good if you know how to deal with it, like an Edgar Wright film. But in this one, they don't know too well what to do with it, so it could have been worse, as I'd say, and the Martians can be kind of interesting at times. I just wish they had more time to expand on the characters, so that's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, pretty much.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and with the bell for notification. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're on Patreon where you can donate money and we will give you something in return.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to see you guys next time. Take care.